So I've been having a lot of issues in my life with relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, and just kind of a lot of confusion back and forth around this topic. And I know you've had a lot of experience in this area, and also you bring a unique perspective on using a spiritual understanding and really going to the root of things to help solve these issues. So what's your take on how we can use spirituality and techniques and resources to improve success in our relationships?
Well, that's a very big question. And I was a marriage and family, just so everybody knows, therapist for 34 years. I helped a lot of people who had abuse issues that were going from therapist to therapist finally get better. And therapists, even when I was brand new, sent me all their clients they couldn't help. I did hand reading, and I'm also psychic. So one thing I want to say about spirituality and love is that once when I was 24, I would go in and out of these relationships, and I would feel, I go in these states of love, and then I'd feel heartbroken afterwards. One day I walked out of my little place I was living and walked into the street, and it was in Berkeley, and they have all these beautiful trees. And I just looked at the trees, and I suddenly went into the state where I was like in love. And I felt it, and I thought, I'm in love, but I'm not in a relationship. And then I realized that we are the love that we feel when we fall in love. It's our true self. It's our higher beingness, our true self beyond the physical that we take through many lifetimes, and is basically who we are before we're here and after we're gone. The divine. We're all divine. And so I felt that in my 20s, and I decided I was going to live in that space all the time. It felt great. It's like when people fall in love and they suddenly go off the deep end and they think they have to fall in love to have that. No, it's not the other person. It's their own true self coming through. And so that was my plan in my 20s, and now I'm pretty much able to be in that state all the time.
Incredible. And for those of us who are interested to access this state, what are 3 quick tips that we can use?
Quick, I don't know, but it depends. Well, you access it now with me, right?
Yeah, we can get there.
So you open up, you go into I teach meditations that open you up. It's like in the old days, you would go to see I remember I went to see I studied first transcendental meditation, and then I realized it was sort of like speed sleeping, and then I studied with Muktananda, and he gave Shaktipat. So Shaktipat is the awakening of the pineal gland. It took like three months for it to fully integrate. But now can give Shaktipat just like that, because the earth is much lighter. So we can have Shaktipat, or it's basically the opening of the pineal gland, and you can even read things on the computer, but a direct transmission is, in fact, we're giving one because I can feel it. So if you watch this and you tune into the center of your head, I'll do a meditation soon for people if you're interested in that, just to tune into that and let it get activated. And some people might not feel it right away, and some people might feel it right away. And then the key is to open your heart and know that you are divine love.
I think Shaktipat's a really fantastic way to get started or make some fast progress in this space. And I've experienced it personally with Laurie, and I was also part of my journey where it's sometimes hard to access stuff and break through that, and someone coming in to assist with that energy can really catalyze a tremendous shift. So it's really good to kind of bring that up and bring that into the awareness. We don't hear about this technique a lot in Western culture.
And now his spiritual gifts are open. He's a brilliant spiritual healer. He does energy healing and all kinds of things. And I also have the ability to see people's gifts, which is really fun, more than looking at their pain. So,
yeah, one of the things that's really remarkable about Laurie is her ability to tune into you, and turn to me in my experience, or just where I am, and
your head is off here.
And kind of dig around a little bit and bring to light some of what's inside us.
Thank you. So it's much more fun living this way, isn't it?
Oh yeah, certainly. It's good
Much more fun.
It's good to make progress. And in terms of a meditation, maybe a morning routine that people can do or add to their existing routine, is there anything you would recommend people do?
Yes, but it's different things for different people. But meditate, quiet your mind, tap into your heart, open your chakras, unify the chakras, which I might put out there as a meditation, and do it live first, and or I'll put it out as a. You don't have to keep your eyes open, so maybe I'll just put it out as a audio, and have the intention. See, when I had that experience when I was 20, it was so clearly that you could be in that state. That's who we really are. So I decided my intention was to feel that all the time. So if you make a decision and make it your intention and really strongly put energy into it, then you can create it. And in love relationships, a lot of what goes wrong in love is the patterns we've taken on from our parents or the way we've defended. So like a lot of people will get married and say, I married my mother, or I married my father. You don't see it at first, but then you fall into it. So if that one breaks up, or even in it, if you do, because I did a lot of couples counseling, if you're willing to go through the places where you made those patterns, which is usually a place of pain, and release that also helps you move into more loving, open, clear state, because you let go of all those ego formats that keep you stuck in the old pain. And there's a lot of ways, tools I have you can investigate your belief systems. And the belief systems are what create it.
And beliefs, it's really getting down to the underlying basement level, and all the other emotions and little thoughts come up on top of that. And a lot of what Laurie does is kind of work with that belief level and make some core changes, and then you see large lasting impacts. So Laurie, I want to thank you for your time and kind of elucidating some of these very important issues and strategies that we can all take to begin to see the progress that we want.
Yeah, and then we'll have much more fun on this planet. I don't know how long we'll be here, but while we're here, we might as well have fun.